afternoon. It's your boy Trey Colbeck here for another episode of Harness News Update, October 13th edition. October 3rd, Friday the 13th. We're getting close to Halloween. Spooky time right now, but we still got harness racing to talk about. A little shorter episode today, but we are live on our presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com. Harnesslink.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the standardbred industry worldwide. And today's episode is also sponsored by HarnessBid. HarnessBid is the game changer for the standardbred and harness racing bloodstock industry. It provides buyers and sellers with an easy-to-use online platform that offers global reach, unparalleled transparency, and convenience for its customers. With zero commission on any horse sold, buyers can purchase horses with the confidence that they're getting the best value for their money, while at the same time, sellers can list their horses without worrying about hefty commission fees eating into their profits. For more information and to get started, visit harnessbid.com. And we only have American stuff to talk about today. Not a lot going on north of the border. There was no stake races at Fraser, Mohawk, not really much going on stake racing-wise, so we're only going to look at the U.S., and that, of course, is sponsored by the USTA. First, we're going to kick off at Indiana Sire Stakes Finals. Some of them kicked off last night. The 2-year-old trotters, 2-year-old Colton Gelding trotters, and the 2-year-old Philly trotters both had their finals last night at Hoosier Park. We'll take it off with the boys first. Let's see who takes home the final.
Position for Dashing Danny. Racing fourth is Muscle Fantastic. Fifth is Flight Number 1 as they come to the top of the stretch. 3/4 time, 1:25 and 4. Dashing Danny off the turn with the lead. Topville Sebastian. Gruesome Twosome on the outside. Muscle Fantastic looking for racing room. Topville Sebastian and Dashing Danny. Muscle Fantastic. Gruesome Twosome with quite a bit to do. It's three of them across the track in deep stretch. Muscle Fantastic up the inside to take the lead. Muscle Fantastic at 22-1. Second was Dashing Danny. Then Topville Sebastian and Gruesome Twosome, 155-1.
Big upset alert. Muscle Fantastic by Muscle Mass, 21-1 upset. His third win in 9 career starts. 151-1 was the mile time, and that is good enough for his lifetime mark. Let's look at the consolation for the 2-year-old Colton Gelding trotters. It too had a upset, not as big, but 15-1. CS Flying Co-Pilot by Pilot Discretion gets his third win in 14 starts. Let's see how he does it.
Globe Master at the inside, and then on the outside is Mounds for All, and Swan Explosion is the trailer. 3/4 time, 1:30. In the stretch, Helps Pay the Bills, CS Flying Co-Pilot, ABC Dream Big, Ira Who down on the inside, far outside, Customer Support trying to move up. Also wide is Help 'Em Dance. Final eighth of a mile, CS Flying Co-Pilot now moves up on the outside to take the lead. It's CS Flying Co-Pilot, a 15-1 upset winner. Second was Ira Who. Looked like Helps Pay the Bills, held off Customer Support for the show spot, 157-2.
Now we'll look at the 2-year-old Philly Trot final at Hoosier Park last night for the Indiana Sire Stakes Series. Let's see who wins.
Of Black Gold has taken second. Second over is Skyway Page. And then Truly Unbelievable with Agent of Fortune. 3/4 time, 127-1. Ponda Title off the turn in front. Somebody Special, Black Gold. On the outside is Skyway Page. Ponda Title holding on to the lead inside the final eighth of a mile. Black Gold to the inside has an opening. Skyway Page is closing in. Also coming on is Swan's Morning Song. Here comes Black Gold. Ponda Title, Skyway Page. Ponda Title digs in and wins. Skyway Page was second. Then Black Gold and Swan's Morning Song, 156-1.
Ponda Title by Muscle Mass, 7th win in 11 starts, never finished outside the top 3. Her lifetime mark is 155 flat, which she achieved her last time out. She followed that up with a 156-1 last night. In the consolation, a photo was needed, but Starlit Dora by Swan for All gets her 4th win in 9 starts. She did a 156-2 mile time last night, which is really close to her lifetime mark of 155-3, which she did back on September 6th at Hoosier Park. There was an inquiry sign here in the consolation, but it just had to do with a fair start pole situation. But let's see how this race ends.
Leader, Starlit Dora, Rose Garden, Sunny Sundries, another 2 lengths back to Nike Shining Star. Hale Broadway is 6th. Head of the stretch, headed for home. 3/4, 127-4. 29-4 the third quarter. Boom Boom Betty, the one to catch. Starlet Dora angles out. Sunny Sundries now moving up on the far outside. Rose Garden needs some racing room. Boom Boom Betty under siege with Starlet Dora. Sunny Sundries coming on. Rose Garden. Here's Starlet Dora now to take a short lead. Sunny Sundries charging down the outside. Starlet Dora, Sunny Sundries. Photo. Boom Boom Betty was third. Photo for fourth, 156 and 2.
And that's everything that went down last night at Hoosier Park. The remainder of the 2-year-olds, 2-year-old Pacers, 3-year-old Pacers and Trotters, and as well as everything 4-year-old and older in Indiana goes down tonight at Hoosier Park. So make sure to check that out on Tuesday's show. We'll look on to Delaware. They had some finals over the last few days as well in this Delaware Standardbred Fund. At Harrington on Tuesday, they had the 2-year-old filly Pace finals. Let's see who wins.
Taking over second, Jet Propelled class. Bella's Dream races up on the outside. Midway up the backstretch, 5 or 6 length lead for Slippin' Sideways. On the outside, Bella's Dream toward the rail, Jet Propelled. Curtsy for Persico goes 3 wide right now from fourth down inside, waiting Nova's Baby Girl. 3/4, 128. Around the final turn, a 6 or 7 length lead for Slippin' Sideways. Racing in second, Jet Propelled. On the far outside, that's Curtsy for Persico trying to get around Bella's Dream. They're at the top of the stretch. Straightening away and slipping sideways with the big lead coming through the stretch. Slipping sideways. Bella's Dream trying to get second. Jet Propelled still there. They come toward the wire. Slipping sideways is shortening stride, but will make it. Slipping sideways in front. Jet Propelled tight for third between Nova's Baby Girl and Bella's Dream in 157 and 4.
Slipping Sideways by Badlands Hanover gets her second win in 5 starts. 157 and 4 was her mile time on Tuesday. And her lifetime mark was 157 and 3, which she did the week previous in the eliminations. We'll look at the consolation as well. It was won by Seaman a Little Sassy by another Badlands Hanover. She gets her first career win here. 158 and 4 was the mile time. Best prior finish before that was a pair of third place heading into the consolation. Let's see how she does it.
Away toward 3/4. Amelia Maximus leads by 2.5 lengths. In second, Seems a Little Sassy on the outside. Make My Mama Proud went 3 wide is up into third. Down at the rail is Sweet Bobby Joe. Out comes Small Town Bad Girl. 3/4, 128 and 3/5. They make the way around the final turn. And Amelia Maximus still on top. Racing in second, Seems a Little Sassy, and they're at the top of the stretch now. They turn for home. Amelia Maximus comes off the turn, leading by a half length. Coming right up on the outside, Seems a Little Sassy coming through the stretch. Seems a Little Sassy on the outside, gets the lead coming toward the wire. Seems a Little Sassy, battling hard, Amelia Maximus. They're at the wire. Seems a Little Sassy. Amelia Maximus way back in third is Small Town Bad Girl over Make My Mama Proud at 158 and 4.
Wednesday had the finals at Harrington for the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters. Let's see who wins this.
Backstretch, LG's Jackson, LG's Bluestone. Coming to the outside now is Portnoy, down to the rail, Pulsator. And then it's 2 more lengths. It's Oliver now alongside Bonnie's Blue Rock. They make their way by 3/4, 132 and 2/5 into that final turn. LG's Jackson, a 2-length lead over LG's Bluestone. On the outside, Portnoy with the rail, that's Pulsator. They come toward the top of the stretch, ready to turn for home, and LG's Jackson comes off the turn, leading by a length and a half. LG's Bluestone, Portnoy coming on the outside, coming through the stretch. Portnoy out in the center of the track after LG's Jackson. They come toward the wire. Portnoy from the outside with LG's Jackson. LG's Jackson does it. Portnoy, LG's Bluestone, and Pulsator. 202 and 2.
LG's Jackson by Rolls Blue Chip gets his second win in 3 starts. Never finished worse than second place in those only handful of starts. 202 and 2 was his lifetime mark, which he earned last time out, and then he matched it on Wednesday. Wednesday as well, they had the 2-year-old filly Trot final. Let's see who wins the final.
On the outside. Then it's Rip Away and Lovey's Place. They continue toward 3/4 with Daberg on top by 2.5. 3/4 went in 132 and 2 into the far turn. It's Daberg going Platinum races second. A big gap back to Platinum Proposal. Rip Away's into fourth, dropping out of it Wolfpack Wilma. Into fifth comes Lovey's Place. They're at the top of the stretch now, turning for home. And Going Platinum has gone up on the outside to go after DeBerg coming through the stretch. Going Platinum on the outside goes by DeBerg coming toward the wire. Going Platinum and Corey Callahan draw off, win the $110,000 final. DeBerg, Platinum Proposal, and Rip Away. 202 and 2.
Going Platinum by EL Platinum gets her first win. Another upset here, 15 to 1. 202 and 2 was the mile time. In the consolation, Platinum Blue guess what? Another EL Platinum also gets her first win here. 2:03.4 was the time. Let's see how she does it.
Starfish racing outside of the Platinum. They go to 3/4, and Platinum Blue is still there. Platinum Blue is on top by about a length. Lovey's Nuggets had a rough go, is up into second. Back to third goes Gavel High, 3/4, 1:33 and 2/5. They race around the final turn, coming toward the top of the stretch, and Platinum Blue's got the lead, turning home. It's 2 lengths. Lovey's Nugget races outside of Gavel High. Starfish up into fourth. They come through the stretch with Platinum Blue having a 2.5 length lead in mid-stretch. It'll be Platinum Blue to win it easily. Trying to hold second and doing is Gavel High. Platinum Blue, Gavel High, and getting third, that looks like Lovey's Nugget in 2:03.4.
Now we'll take a little break from finals. Leg 2 for the New Jersey Sire Stakes at Freehold was held Thursday for the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers. 2 splits. Let's see who wins the first one.
Way past the 5/8 pole. Wish You Well on top by 2.5. Lazarules is still there from second. Bet on Mac is at the cones third. Still 4 lengths. Back to Cinco in fourth. As they make their way to 3/4, Wish You Well. 3/4, 127.4. Wish You Well into the far turn. Leads it by 2. On the outside, Bet on Mac moves up now second. Third at the inside now is Lazarules, but up top, Wish You Well. Jason Bartlett says go, and Wish You Well opens up quickly by 4. Wish You Well at the top of the stretch. Going to be awfully tough to catch from here as he spins into the stretch with a 5-length lead. Wish You Well and Jason Bartlett. Wish You Well down to the line. An easy winner here in the second leg of the 2-year-old Colt Pace. Battle Mac was second. Then it was Lazarules. 156.
Wish You Well by Bettor's Wish. 4th win in 9 starts. He's only finished outside the top 3 once in his career, which is back in August. He paced the mile in 156 flat yesterday. His lifetime mark is 152.3, which he did earlier this summer at the Meadowlands. In the second split, Caviar Justice by Lazarus gets his second win. He finished in the top 3 6 times in 7 starts. His only one finish outside the top 3 was in the New Jersey Sire Stakes final at the Meadowlands. Let's see how he does it on Thursday.
Been very little change in the plot as they pass the 5/8 pole and head to 3/4. Caviar Justice still there by 2. Divine Cosmo still second. Arbitrage Hanover still third. Now Seen Here is going to pull to the outside here and commit first over. Back marker is Laz Best. They head to 3/4 and 127.3. It's Caviar Justice. Caviar Justice is confronted by Seen Here. Seen Here and Jim Rohn Jr. right up alongside the longtime leader. These two are stride for stride around the far turn. They open up 4 lengths now. Over Divine Cosmo back in third. At the top of the stretch, it's Caviar Justice looking to dig in and fend off the challenge here of Seen Here. Caviar Justice at the inside is rebuffed. The challenge opens back up by a length and a half, and Caviar Justice just cruising here. Caviar Justice, an easy winner. Seen Here was second, then it was Divine Cosmo and Arbitrage Hanover, 155.2.
Liberty Bell in Pennsylvania Sire continued 2 at Harris. Philadelphia yesterday. 1 split in the 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters. Let's see who wins.
As the ball designer drink up the backside, Herodotus continues to lead the way. Calzon Road second by 2 lengths. I got the tab third by 2. Colby B fourth. Racing in fifth. Pedal on Metal. Up on the outside, designer drink looks to start up. Last of all, finest moment to 3/4. Herodotus has it by a tight length. Calzon Road second by 3. I got the tab third. Pedal on Metal starts to gain ground fourth. 3/4, 124.28 for the third. Herodotus vacating that pocket. Here comes Calzon Road. Pedal on Metal now up wide by Got the Tab. Top of the stretch. Herodotus, Calzon Road. On an offensive now. They straighten away. Herodotus outside. Calzon Road's grinding. Calzon Road, the nose in front. Herodotus trying to fight him off, but can't. Calzon Road gets it done. Herodotus second. Pedal on Metal a distant third. Fourth, I Got the Tab. 152.3.
Cowsan Road by International Money gets his 4th win of the year, 5th lifetime. 152.3 is good enough to be his new lifetime mark, and this is actually his first win since June 11th. Now back to more final action. Maryland Sire Stakes final went down at Rosecroft last night for 2-year-olds. First look, 2-year-old Philly Trotters was a non-wagering in the Charles Keller Memorial. Only I Exist by Y'all Beneath Me. 5th win in 6 starts, finished 5th in her debut, but now has rattled off 5 in a row. To the 2-year-old Philly Pacers, we do have a replay for this. The Ralph Hayward Memorial, Fancy Like That by Rusty's For Real, gets her 7th win in 11 starts. 154.2 is the time last night, which matches her lifetime mark, which she did her previous start. Let's see how she does it last night.
The lead is 2, 2.5. On the outside, Rusty's Baby Ruth on the attack. COVID For Real at the inside, third. In fourth is Your Grace Found Me. The rest are going to really have to pick it up here with rocket launchers from the back. as Fancy Like That shows the way by 4 and looking for more. It's Fancy Like That and Porter, 3/4 in 1, 24 and 4. Fancy Like That on the inside, pacing in second, and that next group is Rusty's Baby Ruth. The outside, Your Grace Found Me, and COVID for Real. But as they turn for the finish mark, it's Fancy Like That. Fancy Like That by 4. Rusty's Baby Ruth putting in a good try, but Fancy Like That and Trey Porter will win the Ralph Hayward Memorial for 2-year-old Philly Pacers in 1:54 and 2.
Now on to the boys. The 2-year-old Colton Gilling Trotters had their chance in the Earl Wagner Memorial. Let's see who wins.
Half mile. Trotting forth for Y'all Racing Snails, followed by Whitesville Joy. To the outside now comes Gerald's a Keeper. KJ All Trot will look to follow. Far back to Relativity. It's the KJ Dash show here. Leads at a length and a half. War Pony, the son of Y'all Beneath Me, right behind him in second. Locked Out is third. Up on the outside, Gerald's a Keeper putting in a bid here on the outside of Y'all Racing Snails in the battle for 8%. 3/4 down here in 1:28 and 1. It's still KJ Dash leading at a length and a quarter. War Pony anxious there for Foster. Now commits to the outside. It looks like here as they come to the top of the stretch. KJ Dash, War Pony with Locked Out and Y'all Racing Snails. KJ Dash, War Pony on the outside with a valiant try, but it's KJ Dash and Victor Kirby to win the Earl Wagner Memorial. War Pony tight for third between Locked Out and Y'all Racing Snails in 1:57 and 2.
KJ Dash by Lockkeeper gets his 6th win in 7 starts. 1:57 and 2 also matches his lifetime mark, which he also did his last time out. He's never finished worse than second place. He finished second place in his debut, and now has won 6 in a row. 2-year-old Colton Gilling Pacers final was the Wayne Smallin Memorial. For You Girls by Don't Lose Your Day Job gets his 5th win in 7 starts. He's never finished worse than 3rd place in those 7 starts. He's now won 2 of his last 3, and 1:53 and 1 is good enough for his lifetime mark. Let's see how he does it.
On the line a little bit. Then it is Firecracker Graham in 4th and 57 seconds flat. KJ Real Deal and Pete's for Real will battle for the 5% here as they go down the backside. 3/8 of a mile to go. Tony Babe still there. For You Girls is second. Here comes Firecracker Graham now up into 3rd. The editor back to 4th. KJ Real Deal, Pete's for Real, far back to Inclusion, and Clogs for Real. It's still Tony Babe. For You Girls, ready to tip to the outside here for Ollie from the pocket in 1:24 and 4. Firecracker Graham right behind him as they come around that final turn. These two adversaries ready to square off. On the outside For You Girls to the lead. Last week's winner Firecracker Graham trying to chase them down. For You Girls, though, exploding out of the pocket for Jonathan Ollie and cruising to victory here. It's For You Girls in front. Firecracker Graham, Tony Babe, very tight there in the photo for 4th with KJ Real Deal, Pete's for Real, and the editor in 1:53 and 1.
And like I said earlier, quick show. Not a lot happened over the last few days, but I think this weekend we got a lot of action to go on. Ontario Sire Stakes Gold Finals, more Indiana Stakes Finals, Ohio Fair State, action in Western Canada and Alberta and Manitoba, and probably a heck of a lot more. So keep it locked into harnesslink.com. We'll have everything in written form, replays and recaps of everything going on. Or you want to wait till Tuesday and watch the show? I'll be back Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time to cover all that and more. And we'll be live on our presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com, because harnesslink.com is the only harness racing website dedicated to covering news and events in the standardbred industry worldwide. Today's episode was also sponsored by HarnessBid, the game changer for the standardbred and harness racing bloodstock industry. 0 commission on any horse sold, so you can buy horses with the confidence that you're getting the best value for your money. If you want to sell them, you can sell them without worrying about hefty commission fees eating into your profits. So visit harnessbid.com for more. And of course, thank you again. The only section of the show was the U.S. section, so thank you to the USTA for sponsoring that. Again, I'll be back on Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. On behalf of everyone at Harness Link and Harness News Update, Ace Behind the Scenes, I'm Trey Colbeck. See you Tuesday. Have an amazing October weekend. Bye-bye.